With the type of move that we had Friday, we really got to start looking at higher time frame levels, um, because those are going to be the ones that are going to give us uh, more solid information to go off of. Looking at just like a daily isn't really going to do enough to really get a clear picture here. I can tell you that much. Looking at this weekly profile here, we really started to compress right around here, and then I called out that big drop. I did not expect such a big drop. I did expect a trend day down, but I don't think anybody really expected this type of sell-off. People can claim that after the fact, but to be honest with you, I did not say like, hey, we're gonna drop all the way down here. I just said, we're probably gonna dump and expect a trend day down, but that doesn't mean, have a 2 or 3% sell-off. I did not expect that. But luckily we caught it. So let's see here. Okay, we got compression here on the weekly level. Obviously, we lost it, and we are trading way, way below it. We lost this support here, which is key. We also lost this guy, which is pretty key. And now we can look at this profile here. Right? We can go here and we can look at this value area here. This is the last accumulation before we had this whole move up. Right? These guys right here, they're responsible for this move here. Okay, so we are officially back there. Okay, we are back to test them out. I would say the better area to look at here is going to be right around this guy right here. Okay, got that guy here. We've got accumulation POC is going to be here. Okay, for that 4-week balance, this is going to be a high volume node here. Okay, they aggressively bought it down from here, and they aggregated really here. This is the meat and potatoes of it. Obviously, POC is going to be there. So we really need to pay attention to what it is that they're going to do when they come back to this area. Okay, that's what I want to see. Now, keep in mind, you guys, if you're going to be trading on Monday, you really need to have your stop losses in check, and your entries really need to be in check also, because we're going back into that I don't know what you call it, drama of Trump tweeting things, right, or truthing, or whatever the hell you want to call it, Xing, truthing, tweeting, and that's going to give us pretty crazy moves. Okay, pretty big moves. So keep that in mind. Okay, you can really blow your account with any type of move. If you're short and he said, there was a big mistake, or I talked to China and they said they're gonna relax, or whatever the case may be, we're gonna absolutely moon. Okay, so, and if you're short, you're gonna get into some trouble. Now, the opposite can happen. He can say, I'm putting 200% tariffs on China, and we can absolutely just dump. So you really got to be careful here, these market conditions. Okay, I want to look at the SIG level here. I think that's it. Unless I got that wrong. Okay, yeah, that's going to be the SIG level there. Need to keep an eye on it. If they lose this, if they slice this down, we're definitely going to come down to 6,375 area here. I'm really looking for them to do two things here, right? I need to see where exactly we're trading at right now. 95. So we are here. We are right at this balance, I think. Let me see here. Oh yeah, we came into it. Okay, so we are definitely trading there, guys. And they came into this area and pretty much lost it. So now, ideally, what we want to see is if they go and they protect this area, and this can happen during this whole week, right? I'm kind of coming up with a game plan for the whole week. Possible things to look at. Okay. Since they already took out that low, they already penetrated this ledge here, broke into it. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this. Okay. So now what we're going to want to see is, are they going to defend this SIG balance here, right? And I would say this general area of 72 to 95 is going to be a good area to look for a short opportunity. We want to see if they're going to sellers are going to defend this area and ultimately take us lower, right? If we lose this guy here, if we lose this guy right here, my first target would be 64.92. Okay, this would be a target here. And then ultimately I would look for them to fill out this this SIG level here, fill out this balance, right? But for that to happen, we're going to need to lose this guy right here. Okay, this guy and this guy need to get taken out, and then it becomes pretty probable at some point during this week we're going to come and hit the bottom of this balance. And they're going to come and test buyers down here again, right? They already officially sliced it, okay? It looks like they try to defend here a little bit. And that's, yeah, here you go. Here's your retest here, okay? So they tried to come in here. They opened, right? They opened here. They pushed up, okay? They retested this area, and sellers said, no, we're going to keep going, right? And then they executed lower and sliced this level here. They sliced previous month value area low, and they sliced this SIG balance here. Okay, so this is looking pretty damn bearish, guys. Now again, we need to see how they're going to react at this previous day POC. This can definitely become support, okay? So this is going to be our clue for tonight and for this coming up week. Again, if they come in here and they start to lose this aggressively, you know, I'm pretty certain if they come back on the retest and defend this area, we're going to be here at some point this week. Right, because this area is pretty big, guys. But you really want to be patient and see how they react here. Okay, because they can give you a pretty significant pullback from here. Okay, remember, this is the fairest price of this 4-week balance that created this whole leg up. Okay, so you need them to initiate a little bit here first. That's why we want to wait and see what they do here. Okay, now, you know, ideally the way I would play this is try to take a long here for a pullback, and that's the way I would be looking at it, right? Obviously, again, make sure your risk reward is there, make sure your stop loss is being respected. But this guy here is going to be pretty significant as far as what we can anticipate for this coming up week. Okay. I mean, this profile is pretty ugly. The daily profile is pretty ugly. It's about as ugly as they can get, really. It's super elongated. Let's see here. Yeah, these guys right here are super aggressive. Okay. I mean, this is that previous month POC level, which was a big level, right? And they completely sliced it, and then they came and they retested it, and they said absolutely not. Right? We are not going higher. We are going way lower. Okay, so they gave the 80% rule on the monthly in a day. So that's pretty wild. Pretty damn wild. Here you've got this pretty nice ledge that they created here at 590.25. And sorry if anybody's been asking questions, my speaker's been off, so ask again, I'm sorry. Just noticed that there. Or if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Let's see here. Yeah, this monthly level is kind of giving you that clue too. If we, again guys, if we lose this level here, I think we're going to quickly auction down. They're really going to want to hold this area here. I would say the one that they need to lose here is going to be this little 509, 510. If they slice that, I think we go lower for sure. This is again that SIG balance there. I'm going to go ahead and also update this here. Instead of just grabbing that SIG, I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy right here. This is going to be a better area to look at. Yeah, so I think these three levels here are going to be the key. Here, here, and here. As far as us potentially going lower. Get rid of this guy here. See what they do around here if and when they get here. So these levels are all going to play out. We just got to wait and see how they react. These are going to be the 4 key levels that I'm looking at for this week. Okay. Let me see here. Looks like this guy here needs to be cleaned up. Down here at 6.4. 6.440. Sorry, 6.427. Looks like he needs to be cleaned up there. Yeah, they broke a ton of levels. A ton of levels. It's going to be a single print area here on the weekly. And again, this guy's going to be very strong. If they can manage to get above this 705, okay, so it looks like Trump is already... Is this fake news or is this verified here? If this is true, what Gigi just posted, Trump on Truth Social, don't worry about China, it will all be fine, highly respected president. Xi just had a bad moment, he doesn't want the pressure for his country, neither do either of you, so wants to help China, not hurt it, president. Okay, so he's already doing the backtracking. So again, you know, I would say if they manage to get above this previous month POC, guys, we're gonna go ahead and fly. This is gonna rocket. Okay. Depending on where they open up tonight and what they do. But yeah, these guys here were really the initiators here of this move. Okay, you really have them at two locations. You have them here at this previous month POC, and then you have them here at this previous month value area high. Okay, so if they get above here, they're going to quickly auction and come and test this 6754 area, 6750. And if they manage to get above here, I would say new all-time highs are going to come quickly. Okay, this would be extremely bullish. If they reclaim this area right here anytime this week, that's going to be extremely bullish. We had this 68.17 as a potential target and the 68.45 as a potential target, but again, the auction started to slow down, and I mean, you can see here they clearly built a nasty ledge, okay, here and here. So they were just not finding buyers any higher. They were really struggling. So, you know, if they can clear this guy here, yeah, we're going to go ahead quickly and come and test this previous day POC, previous week value, previous week POC, previous day POC. Sorry. We're going to come right around this area, and this is where we're going to stall out a little bit here. Okay, they're going to need some sort of initiation to continue this move higher. Again, this is all if they reclaim this. This will be step one. Reclaiming this is almost makes all-time highs inevitable. Can almost guarantee that all-time highs would come in if they do those two things this coming up week or next week, right? Anytime in the near future. Here and here, these are going to be your key levels that are pretty much going to signify okay. Especially this guy. New all-time highs are coming in hot. Okay. At some point, a lot of people are going to get trapped short. Okay. Keep that in mind, right? And the best location for them to get trapped short, in my opinion, is going to be right down here, right? It would be here or here, one of these two areas, where people are probably going to get trapped short this week. Especially again, like I said, if he starts talking about, you know, we're not doing the retaliation on the tariffs or anything like that, which he pretty much is already starting to do. But if he says it officially, yeah, these shorts are going to be in big trouble. People that swung shorts over the weekend, they're going to be feeling some major pain. Okay, so keep that in mind, and we're probably gonna have a big, you know, a nice range tonight. Okay. Yeah, again, keep in mind we've got these single prints that line up with previous month POC, so that's very significant. Here you also have, no, this is probably end period. It's probably settle price here for this day. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing, Colby. I would kind of like them to at least hit this guy to have some decent buying go on with the S. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is end period, so it doesn't count. We do have a big spike. Okay, and this is going to be your spike base here. This is going to be yours. Sorry. Why is this doing this? Okay, this is going to be your spike base right here. Okay, so we want to see what they do when they come here, guys. You know, depending on where they open up tonight. Go back to electron trading hours. Okay, so your spike base is here. They already lost this level. Yeah, I would really want them to come and at least test this level to think about going long. Again, if they can hold this guy, this is going to be a big level. Remember, guys, this is that POC for that 4-week balance. Okay, accompanied by a big ledge right here. Okay, so again, you do not want to be short into this level tonight. Okay, you don't want to do that. If they, you know, even if they open with the gap down right at it, I would be really iffy on taking that short. Okay, if they were to open with a gap down here, let's say they open with a gap down, and they close that gap, I would, you know, this makes it really highly probable that this is going to be your support area. That this was in fact support. Okay, you know, bullish. As far as bullishness goes for tonight, or in the shorter time frame, tonight, tomorrow, if they can manage to get above this spike base, I would assume that they're going to stall out some here at previous day POC, but ultimately they are going to go and test these guys here at 6691 to 6704. Okay, this spike base is going to be actually pretty telling for this coming up. Let me go ahead and mark. Yeah, you essentially have spike end here. Okay, so you essentially have your spike base here and spike end right here. The spike end is accompanied with this previous month value area low. So, you know, short frame for tonight, guys, if they can manage to, you know, it's going to be interesting to see where they open. That's really going to give us a lot of, you know, kind of a big clue. You know, again, if they open here and they find support and they can breach this spike end and previous month value area low, that's where I would be looking for them to do something, right? If they can do something like this, this is what I would be looking to come support, ultimately targeting the other end of this area right here at 618. Okay. That's something, that's your bullish case scenario, right? Bearish case scenario is they gap down here. They gap down below this guy, or they come into it, they give you a pullback and they completely slice it. I would look for some sort of LVN, some sort of something, a ledge, something here to short, then targeting this guy. Okay. Just depends on where they open up tonight. I mean, here they're already way below it, so we need to see what they do around here, where they open up at. Okay, that's pretty much what I got for you guys as far as this coming up week and tonight. Again, guys, don't you know, don't forget that we are coming into a balance, a big balance where we essentially, right, if you look here, okay, essentially this, okay, this is kind of why we have those three levels here. Okay, This is how how I have found the best way to trade balances, right? You want to look for areas that are important within that bracket to, either find support and go and test the upper bracket again, see if they reject it and come back down, or they lose this and then you're going to target the other end of the bracket, right? But nonetheless, right, this area here is huge, okay? This guy's containing this move here, okay? If they lose that, we're going to start to turn pretty bearish, pretty damn bearish, and this is going to be the next bottom of that bracket of the other one, okay? So this guy here is going to be very important, okay? Now this can happen, this could take a week to happen, right? Notice how long we stayed in this bracket for. Okay, so this could take a week to fill this out. If they reject this area here, 100% we can go and fill this out. It'll probably happen slowly, but we can definitely fill this guy out here. Alright. I think that's pretty much it for me. Any questions, anybody? What did I delete? Alright, well, nobody has any question. That's going to be it.
One question. When do you think the YouTube video will be uploaded?
I'm going to download it right now. I'm going to post it right now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll post it right now. And I'll probably be able to be on later tonight. And we can go over like gold and stocks, maybe that you guys are looking at. But I'm kind of in a hurry today. I got a birthday party to go to. But yeah, I'll add everybody tonight and see if I can get on, see where we're at and all that kind of stuff. All right. Have a good day, everybody.